They escaped death. They were chased from their homes, and when no one gave them safety, a Christian king opened his arms. What happened next shocked everyone. This is the real story of when Muslims spoke about Jesus. And a Christian king defended Islam. In the early days of Islam, Muslims were tortured, beaten, and killed in Mecca. They had no weapons, no land, only faith. So Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, told a small group, "Go to Abyssinia. There lives a king who does not wrong anyone." That king was Negus, a devout Christian. They left everything behind, just for the chance to worship God in peace. But Quraysh, the leaders of Mecca, followed them. They sent 2 powerful men to convince the king to send the Muslims back. They brought gifts, lies, and pressure. The king listened. The Quraysh said, "These Muslims have abandoned the religion of their ancestors. They insult Jesus and Mary." Then the king turned to the Muslims. "Do you speak of Jesus? What do you say about him?" The room went silent. Then Ja'far ibn Abi Talib, the cousin of Prophet Muhammad, stood up. He said calmly, "We say about Jesus what our prophet told us, that he is the servant of God, his spirit and his word, which he gave to Mary, and that he was born miraculously without a father." The Christian priests in the court began to weep. Negus held up a stick and said, "What you have said about Jesus and what we believe is like these two. They are from the same source." He then turned to the Quraysh and said, "Go. I will never hand these people over to you." He then turned to the Quraysh and said, "Go. I will never hand these people over to you." This moment was historic. A Christian king protecting Muslim refugees because they honored Jesus, not with false claims, but with truth, respect, and unity. This was the first time in history a Muslim community lived under a non-Muslim ruler in peace. Negus gave them land. He gave them safety, he gave them dignity, and years later the Prophet Muhammad prayed for him. And when Negus died, Muslims prayed his funeral prayer in absentia, though he was miles away. This is not just a story from the past, it's a reminder for the present. Christians and Muslims can live together, not in hate, but in respect. Jesus in Islam is a prophet, Mary is honored, love, not war, is what built this bridge. Negus didn't need to be Muslim to act justly. He was a man of faith, truth, and courage. In a world full of hate and fear, be like Negus. Stand for what's right, even if you stand alone. Like, share, and subscribe. Tell us in the comments what surprised you most. Follow for more stories that connect faith and history.